Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here, and welcome back to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some of Ninjago's major influences, and I am going to take this opportunity to clear up a little bit of confusion that I've noticed in the community as of late. It's nothing bad, but I just figured I would say something about it, because I am familiar with a couple of the IPs at hand here. So pretty much a discussion started between a couple of people in a certain Discord server that I'm in a part of, not going to name any names, but it was pretty much an argument of what Ninjago's influences were. Someone was trying to argue that an influence for Ninjago was My Hero Academia, while someone else was trying to discredit that statement. Now, first things first, I do feel like Ninjago was, I guess, based upon some type of anime, or at least inspired by that, and I'll get more into that later on. But in terms of it being My Hero Academia, no, I'm sorry to say, but that's pretty much just not the case here. Looking at the original, I guess, dates for My Hero was first published on July 7th, 2014. If you look at the release date for Ninjago, January 14th, 2011, yeah, Ninjago came out before My Hero Academia. Now, I'm not saying that My Hero Academia ripped off Ninjago or anything like that, and from what I can tell, the only reason why people would consider it to be a ripoff of Ninjago is because of various similar elemental powers, but that's neither here nor there. If you guys have seen My Hero Academia, you would know that it's not anything close to what Ninjago's about. It's kind of like a story based around the Western ideals of superheroes, and it kind of picks up a lot of the tropes that you'd see in like a modern day Marvel movie, if that makes sense, but obviously adapted for a Japanese audience. Now, a lot of that has come over in the States in terms of retention, and I am a big fan of My Hero Academia myself, but in terms of Ninjago being based on it, no, I'm sorry to say, but that's not the case. Instead, I feel like Ninjago was based around Avatar: The Last Airbender, or at least certain aspects of it. Now, I have not seen The Last Airbender. I've only seen the first 2 episodes of it, so I don't know a whole lot about the show. I just know it's a very classic, westernized anime, quote-unquote anime. There's been a debate as to whether or not it could be considered an anime, but I've always kind of considered it to be one. But the actual air date for The Last Airbender is actually February 21st, 2005. So it makes sense. Ninjago came out in 2011. The Last Airbender could very well have been an influence on Ninjago. In terms of the world with elemental powers, again, the main elemental powers in Ninjago are fire, lightning, earth, and ice. In The Last Airbender, I believe they are air, water, fire, and earth. Could be mistaken about that. I haven't really seen the show. As I've said, I've only seen the first couple of episodes, but to say that Ninjago is, I guess, influenced by The Last Airbender is pretty much a more accurate statement as opposed to Ninjago being based off of My Hero Academia. That's just neither here nor there. It really doesn't make much sense context-wise. I feel like My Hero and Ninjago have nothing to do with one another, but The Last Airbender, I could definitely see that being an influence. I'm not saying Ninjago ripped off The Last Airbender. I'm just saying that I could legitimately see it as some type of, I guess, inspiration for LEGO to create Ninjago in the first place. Ninjago was first conceived around 2009, so it would kind of make sense for them to be taking influence from The Last Airbender, which was really popular at the time. I feel like maybe they could have adapted that into a LEGO theme, and while The Last Airbender itself was a LEGO theme, I feel like LEGO wanted their own original IP based off of elemental beings, which of course is nothing new for LEGO. And that's part of the reason why I would defend Ninjago as not being a total ripoff of The Last Airbender, because LEGO's been doing the elemental themed heroes for a while now. We had Bionicle that pretty much did that in 2001, so clearly the idea of elemental heroes fighting in an elemental based terrain isn't something that LEGO particularly owns, and it's not something that any other animation studio or anime company owns as well. So to suggest that these 3 IPs could be copying each other anyway is just kind of inaccurate in my opinion. I feel like they're each individual things and they can stand on their own, and I could definitely see some of the influences that Ninjago could take from something like The Last Airbender, but it's not accurate to say that Ninjago completely ripped it off or anything like that. It's not accurate to say that My Hero Academia ripped off Ninjago. It's just a pretty basic discussion in today's video. So I just wanted to go ahead and kind of clear up any type of confusion that might have been running in the community. I've seen a few discussions about this, and I kind of wanted to make this video as well because I've always wanted to make a video talking about Ninjago's influences, and I feel like this could be a big one here. The Last Airbender does appear to have been some type of reference for Ninjago, but I can't really say that for certain as I haven't really seen the whole show. I've seen all of Ninjago though, and I can thankfully say that Ninjago really doesn't remind me of anything else except The Last Airbender in a few aspects. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about this, and let me know if you thought this was useful information. Just figured I would point this out there and kind of talk about Ninjago's influences a little bit. So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the Marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.